Jean Burk is the CEO of College Prep Genius. Jean, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Jean, are you a genius? Is that what this is all about? Jean, there she is.
Teach kids on how to get free college, and I've been doing it for 11 years. But there's so much that they need to know that they're not being taught in school, just like this article we've been talking about.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in shock by, Judge Judy on the Supreme Court. Boy, that's a new one.
Yeah, and here's this thing was done by the American Council of Trustees and Alumni. Now, I'm not sure. I've never heard of them before, but I'm not a genius, so maybe geniuses know who that is. But they said that 10% of college grads think Judge Judy was on the Supreme Court. Only 28% of college graduates could identify James Madison as the father of the Constitution. More than half of college graduates didn't know the Constitution is amended. Do you think that it's because the kids are dumb, or are the professors at these colleges not teaching this stuff?
Well, honestly, I don't necessarily think that the Constitution should be taught in college. I think what's happening is that's the foundation, the law of our land, our very existence as being America. And I think what's happening is I'm going to go back as far as middle to high school. I think college is really more for higher education to begin with and to pursue, our degree. So I think kids are entering college not knowing it, not knowing the very basics of what we believe. So do you think you think that they weren't taught this in high school, or did they just forget it, or why is it that they don't know these pretty basic things? Less than half of the college graduates knew that presidential impeachments are tried before the U.S. Senate. Less than half. Well, I think that they either forgot it or not being taught. I guess it depends on the student. I think it's something that we've taken for granted. Why we can oftentimes see like our rights are being completely taken away from us because we don't. It's hard to defend something that you don't know. It's kind of like the Pledge of Allegiance, something that in many schools they're not even doing anymore. It's something that we as adults can recite without even having to think about it because it's something that we did every single day. And I think what's happening is it's like learning the SAT. It's something that I teach. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things that kids need to know before they leave high school. I mean, if you're and I'm going to kind of put this back on the parent right now and say, parents, ask your kids, can they recite or at least summarize the Constitution? Can they quote the 27 amendments? 33 have been introduced and 27 have been ratified. If they can't do that, go back to square one and say, wait, what's been taught in my school? Why do my kids not know this?
Well said. Well said, Jean, and I think you're absolutely right. I'll bet you that the vast majority of our listeners here are making sure that their kids know those things. Hey, I'm happy to have you on. Are you a genius?
No, I'm not a genius. Oh. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Well, no. I'm glad because I was sure Fryer's a genius. So I just, it's just nice to have. I learn every single day, so that's a good thing. Jean, thank you so much. We sure appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.